Now, there's a company called Nongfu Spring. Can you explain what they do?
They make water. So in China, you can't drink the water out of the tap. You either have to buy bottled water. You have to boil it at home, but then you still get the heavy metals. Or you get giant jugs from these big companies of spring water, as they call it. Anyway, these water companies are huge companies, monopolies really in China. And Nongfu Springs is one of the most popular and trusted ones. In fact, we drank a lot of Nongfu Springs in China for sure. Mm-hmm. But there's a big controversy about that parent company right now in China.
Yeah, it's and again, I just have to reiterate this to everyone. In China, you cannot drink the water. You can't put one of those like reverse osmosis filters on your faucet and drink it. You can't boil it and drink it. You cannot drink the water that comes out of the tap in China.
You can boil it and drink it, but you get heavy metals.
Yeah, and also if you use the reverse osmosis stuff, doesn't take the heavy metals out.
No.
You can't.
Well, some of them do.
Yeah, but you will still get contaminated. People have to understand that everyone in China has to buy water. There's no choice.
No.
Something that really blew me away in America is you walk around, there's drinking fountains everywhere, like public drinking fountains at the parks and stuff.
Yeah.
People can actually drink that.
Bubblers.
It's but you can drink it.
Yeah.
And to me, that's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because in China, you can't. You can only buy water in a freaking bottle.
Yes.
And it's not nice. And there have been controversies in the past. But this one is a stupid, stupid controversy. So netizens are accusing Nongfu Spring of using Japanese-styled art, things to do with Japan on their, I think it's like a tea, like a green tea or whatever, different types of tea bottles, right?
Yeah.
So as we all know, the history between China and Japan is pretty, contentious.
Yes.
But obviously it's that time of year where you've got to be super nationalistic again. So these stupid conspiracy theories are coming out. Now, okay, granted. Using the carp flags on the bottle, that is a Japanese thing. But it looks nice. I mean, it's a good aesthetic.
It's whatever.
And those carp flags have got nothing to do with, World War II and, Nanjing Massacre or anything like that. And this is something people have to understand. Just because there's a bad history between two countries doesn't mean that you cannot appreciate an ancient culture.
Agreed.
Especially since that stuff comes from before any of this nonsense.
Yes.
You don't hate classical composers like Beethoven and stuff because of Hitler, right? You just don't do that.
What about Starfish Hitler, though?
Yeah, I think we could throw in a Starfish Hitler. Where is Starfish Hitler? There he is. Hitler! But anyway, the rabid nationalists always have to find a way to hate on Japan. And they always end up shooting themselves in the foot. Mm-hmm. So let's show you. This is conspiracy, okay? Because they're using, Japanese-style temples and stuff. Because, of course, it's, green tea from Japan or that style or whatever.
Yeah.
And it looks nice. But now this is the dumbest thing ever. They are saying that this one bottle is designed after the Yasukuni Shrine. Now, for those of you who don't know what the Yasukuni Shrine is, it's a shrine in Japan where people go to honor dead war heroes. But some of the dead war heroes that are honored there are war criminals, okay? They're the people that did bad things in Nanjing, did horrible, atrocious things. So the thing is, if you're a Chinese person and you're seen even going near that shrine, you'll get canceled, right?
Yeah.
Every time the Japanese prime minister or something visits that shrine, there's huge uproars and anti-Japan protests in China.
Yeah.
They hate that bloody shrine, okay? Understandable, okay? The thing is, they're trying to say that this bottle, which you see down here, is styled after the Yasukuni Shrine, okay? And let's see. There's a little video here of a guy showing, why. Well, in a minute. Also, okay, before we get into that, they're saying that this guy, can you see this guy here? He's like a little dude with a hat. Okay, they're saying that little dude with a hat looks like a geisha. The hairstyle's the same.
Yeah.
Isn't that stupid? That little dude with the hat looks nothing like a geisha.
Truly dumb.
It's super dumb. Anyway, let's get to this conspiracy theory, which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Okay? I'll get past all this. Just showing you that people are going ape about this online. They're really, it's a big issue. And in fact, the stocks of Nongfu Spring really took a dive because nobody wants to buy it anymore. Everyone's boycotting it, which is so dumb. Again, and why are they boycotting it? Look, this guy's going to explain. Because the character over there kind of looks like the temple. And you see that that character kind of looks like the gate. Oh, and there's a flower that kind of looks like one of the flowers on the Yasukuni Shrine.
Oh my gosh.
What is it called when people make stuff up just because that's what they expect? You know?
It's the tinfoil hat, kind
Yeah,
of.
it's kind of like you look at the $1 bill and they're like, oh, Illuminati and the
like
eye and the this. And if
conspiracy,
you
right?
fold it into a crane, it's like, look, it means that your money's going to fly away or something. You know what I mean? Just stupid shit. This is the stupidest bloody thing I've ever seen in my life.
This is a stretch.
Yeah, it's a massive stretch to say that this bottle is designed after the Yasukuni Shrine.
Wow.
Especially,
Confirmation bias.
especially since it's Chinese characters, and that's how Chinese characters look, right? And they're based after things like gates and things like that, right?
Wow.
Yeah, it's pathetic. It's ridiculous. Anyway, this has led to, like I said, widespread nonsense. Like shops are having to take all the Nongfu spring water, not just those teas with the Japanese motifs on it. No, all of the water has to be taken out. Nobody's buying it. They have to replace it with sebon. Is that how you say it?
Sebon.
Sesteboon.
Means it's good in French.
I bet you it's not a French thing.
No, it's not. It's Chinese, I believe.
Yeah, that green one. Which was your favorite, by the way, back in the day?
Probably Nongfu. I liked how thick the bottles were.
Okay.
They weren't all crinkly.
Right.
What about you?
Probably Nestle.
Yeah, Nestle was good too.
Nestle water. You know,
That
you
was a
get the
good
jug. Yeah. Anyway, you can see it's really affecting all these mom and pop shops because now they have all this stock they can't sell.
Yeah.
And they have to bring in the competing brands in order to, you know.
Yeah, so
sell
people
water.
in China like are also pushing back against the outrage because they're like, we can't make money. What's wrong with you?
It's like, yeah,
Don't be dumb.
Yeah, what have you done? And it's based off stupid conspiracy shit anyway.
You're hurting Chinese companies.
It always ends up that way, have you noticed?
Yep.
Every single time there's some kind of anti-Japan thing going on in China, it ends up hurting the Chinese people themselves.
Yes.
Not Japan. Do you think they care?
No.
It's not their water brand or their tea brand that's getting boycotted. No. Japan's just sitting there and being like, well, you guys are seeing something that's not there. Have fun.
Yes.
All the Chinese shop owners are suffering and all that for nothing. It's dumb.
It'll blow over, but you know, not without fallout.
Yeah. It's
Guas.
stupid.
Yeah. Guas.
Yeah, and they also had like yahaha, you know.
Wahaha.
Oh, yahaha, you know.
Wahaha.
Imagine the amount of flies that end up in these freaking bowls of dumplings. It's gross.
Fly dumplings.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Taking on all the bees.
Why did he film himself?
I know.
Doesn't he sound like a little boy? Yeah.
Like a 4-year-old. Figured out why she was so popular in China. So actually,
Because of the pollution in the video. You see, I never get this far.
but you do in China. It's cheesy. It's lame.
Yes, there we go. This is such a vibe from that time.
That is such a vibe.
Yeah, it is a nice prop. He's got a guitar. He's not using it. And I can't hear a guitar.
There's no guitar in this.
When I close my eyes, I can almost see it. When I take a breath, you fill up my lungs.